So we've put a big piece of trace on top of this, and now we're going to trace the bottom of this concrete aggregate patio, remembering that everything that's in the horizontal plane can be traced directly. So I'll start here. With these may lines, you can use either the top or the bottom. So this is the paved area, the existing paved area. And I'm drawing the existing thing now. Clearly, when your designs will alter it, you'll draw something different. So here are the four sides of this patio. It's still not perfect. Okay, and now I'm going to draw in the elevations. And clearly, I'm going to be drawing this elevation, which is this, the existing wall of the existing building, and I'm going to be drawing the back wall, which is sort of that terrace wall, which is here on the elevation. And so what you do is you begin with drawing verticals from every corner. So using light pencil marks, you draw verticals. And those are the three verticals that we have here. I haven't thought of this ahead of time, so I'm trying to decide how to move from here. So what I would do is I would start drawing up this, and perhaps I should get the 4-foot elevation here and get the profile of that slope along the wall. In other words, drawing what this shows here probably is a really smart thing to do. So I'll do a vertical here. You know, this is the 4-foot contour line. This is that dotted line below. I'm going to draw this, and then this is quarter scale. I take my quarter scale. Notice that I put a clamp on the side so I'm not flipping my scale around.
Oh, that's brilliant. That's really smart.
Brilliant.
I do that.
Yes.
You know, I put it down separate scale for each.
I
think it's become Adele's greatest tip.
Yeah, right. Like dear Halloween.
I took a 4-foot height on either one of those two. And you see, I'm drawing this. And let me pull this down a little bit so that the video catches it. So I'm drawing this essentially, this right there, and then later I'll put in the door too. So, so I'm going to use this side. Problem with this is that I'm going to push it back, and there is this little, you know, the top of the 4-foot elevation, and I'm just going to join this to here to show that slope. Everybody see that? It might be hard to be looking upside down.
Yeah, it's very confusing.
Shall we push these two desks back so people can get back here? That would be very helpful. Thank you. And I'm going to take that same line and come this way. And that is, you know, this level coming down along the back wall. And
4 feet high.
4 feet high.
Yeah.
And I can either do a vertical from the contour line here and take another 4 feet, or because I have this point and I'm just using the same angles, I can just come across this way, and that's my 4th foot. And I'm going to join it back down to this point. And so basically, I have the outline of my slope. And let me put a dotted line across from here to here. You see how mechanical it is. I haven't had to skew any angles. I'm using the 30-60, 30-60. And here's my 4-foot, you know, this is 4-foot contour. That's sort of been lifted up 4 feet on the drawing. Now, sometimes when you're doing this, you kind of go, oh, you know, which angle do I use to draw this line? And another really useful tip I find is when you come to draw a line, let's say you want to draw this one, and you go and you need to switch to a 30. If it confuses you as to which angle to use, remember, ask yourself, the line I'm going to draw, what is it parallel to on the ground? So this line is parallel to this side of the building. So it's going to be the same angle. You won't, you know, that may sound obvious now, but sometimes you'll be drawing and you're going to go, which angle do I need to use? And you can get really flustered with that. But in fact, think about what it's parallel to on the ground, and that will help you decide which angle to use. So there's our 4 foot. If we go up from the 3 foot, there's our 3 foot contour line. If I go vertically from the 2 foot, and you know, if I measured these, that's going to be 2 feet. See? This one's going to be 3 feet. Yep. So it's just very mechanical, and this one's going to be 1 foot. And those dotted lines might be useful to have because they help you see where the slope is.
There's more math required when it's not a level slope, I'm assuming.
Oh, yeah. I wouldn't even try to draw that in axonometric. But this is a very smooth slope, and
Yeah.
you can use it. I mean, we're drawing it like a cake, you know.
Mhm.
It's just
Coming up.
coming up. And now, sometimes it's useful to pull the bottom plan out, and you'll see it. And I'm not going to do that right now because you saw how hard it was for me to line it up. But there it is. So the slope we've just lifted the slope up from 4 feet up on this side. And so we essentially have the base of the drawing in. Maybe it's a good time.